Sarah didn't know whether to smile or not. She did. "Hi." Her voice was tiny again. "Well, hello, Sarah. You're very welcome. Why don't you both come in out of the chill and see what I've prepared for you?" She turned and went into the house. Lila disappeared after her, hopping up and down with excitement. "Did you make your fairy cakes with the pink icing? Did you put the marshmallow on the cake? Did you make the cake? Did you make your strawberry jam? I told Sarah you make your own, and she didn't believe me. Did you make some from the scones? Do the scones have fruit? I'd love clotted cream with them if you did." Lila jabbered on in a giddy hysteria, while Sarah stood outside the front door listening to the crash of the waves against the steep cliffs below. It was a beautiful sunny day. It was July, and school had just finished for the summer, and everyone had been excited. Class had been taken outside, and all they'd done was read a story and then had a party on the grass. On the journey to Ellie's house, everybody's car windows had been open, and Sarah had listened to the mix of music and chat drift out the windows and fuse in the sky to confuse the passing birds. But here was different. Here it felt cold. Sarah looked at the gate again. She'd left it slightly open. A gap large enough for a ginger cat to creep in. As though sensing her gaze, it stopped, arched its back and looked at her. They both stayed like that for a while. "Sarah, where are you?" Sarah snapped to attention. "There you are." Lila appeared at the front door. "What are you doing?" "I was just—" Tell her you want to leave." "Oh, that's Ginger Snap." "Grally!" Lila shouted at the top of her lungs. "I'm not deaf, my dear," Ellie called back. "Ginger Snap is back!" She heard Grelly call something back but didn't know what she said, but heard the something in her throat. Sarah cleared hers again. "Come on, wait till you see," Lila said, eyes bright. She grabbed Sarah's hand and pulled her inside, and they both laughed as Sarah allowed herself to be tugged. The entrance hall was large. Its vastness severed Sarah's laughter and made her stop suddenly in her tracks, and in turn stopped Lila. Sarah looked around. There was a fireplace in the hallway, a chandelier, dusty, a web or two draped from one candelabra to another, which occasionally shimmered when the sunlight hit it. The floorboards were worn, chipped, and uneven, and creaked beneath even the lightest tiptoe. It was clear to see what they once looked like from the edges of the room. A polished border. Above the dark wooden fireplace stood 2 lonely candlesticks devoid of candles. And above them, a black sheet was draped over something to reveal only its brass frame. "What's the picture of?" Sarah asked, uncertainty returning to her. "What picture?" Lila asked, confused. "The one above the fireplace?" "That's not a picture. It's a black sheet," Lila said, as though Sarah were mad. "What's beneath the sheet?" Lila grabbed her hand and pulled her again. "A mirror. Grelly doesn't like mirrors. Come on, let me show you around. We can have loads of adventures." Lila showed Sarah around the house with excitement, opening doors and announcing the room's purpose and function and possible adventure before swiftly closing them again and running off with Sarah in tow. The house was certainly grand, as Lila had promised. The ceilings high, the windows covering floor to ceiling, lots of knickknacks, lots of hiding places, lots of dark places. Lila didn't seem to notice. To her, the house was filled with colour, delight, mystery, and her memories. But where Lila saw light, Sarah saw the shadows. Where Lila felt warmth, Sarah felt the chill. Each new room Sarah saw was colder than the previous. Each room had full walls or sections of the wall covered in black sheets. They leered at Sarah like the Grim Reaper. They ran past a door and unusually, Lila didn't fling it open. "What's in there?" Sarah asked. Lila stopped running. "Oh." She leaned over the banister and looked downstairs to see if Grelly was near. They could hear her clattering plates in the kitchen. "I'm not allowed in there, but I'll show you." "No, it's okay. I don't want to go in if you're not allowed," Sarah said, backing away. "I'll show you," Lila smiled. "It's no big deal. It's just a spare room." "Then why aren't you allowed in?" Lila just shrugged.